Alright, this is our... I hope this is our plasma long shot now. Let's see how it works out. I really want to test it on something. Ah, speaking of...
To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Well, not the worst. What's crack-a-lackin', everybody? It's the old Cranky Gamer. How are you doing, my cranksters? As you can tell, I feel like something bad is coming on from an illness standpoint, but I'm also not at the plant right now because something was sticking in my crawl. So on my way back, I wanted to talk to Thompson because this whole thing about Adelaide and Thompson, I want to hear his side of it. I mean, Adelaide, she does seem like a pontificating, sort of revengeful individual. I mean, I understand where her revenge would be coming from, but still, she might hurt the city just to have revenge against Thompson. And I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that you should be out there in the botanical lab. She had 2 marauder camps right next to her, and if everybody goes there, I think they wouldn't last long. The big walls, the large walls there are there for a reason, and I don't know. And then they're the ones that have the landing platform. I really think there has to be some kind of option where we could get them together for whatever reason. But I want to hear Thompson's side of the story. Anyways, while I was going, I did stop at the community center because I did up my hacking. And there was my hacking and my lockpick. So there are things that I got. I got a plasma rifle, but I also got access to Pickett, Director Pickett. He has Rosenberg about keycards. Everyone, keycard encoder is back up and running. Hopefully it will go on the fritz again and start shooting keycards at anyone who walks by. It does break down, and you can borrow a keycard from the director or one of the workers in the second floor office if you lose your card, which I believe that's where I got it from. Trammel to Pickett. Please stop. Director Pickett, I must lodge a complaint. Your obsession with this Manta Queen is wasting all of our budget and holding up development on the entire exhibit. This has to stop. Lamont Trammell, financial officer. Which might be the reason why these guys are, are shut down and there is nobody here. Now, from Hunters and Trackers LTD. Subject, please stop. Because I think Trammell... he probably, I don't know, maybe he BCC'd these guys. Hello, Mr. Pickett. This letter is to update you regarding your request for one adult Manta Queen. As you remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. Per your approval, we deployed a team of highly skilled hunters to kill it for you. We regret to inform you that the entire team has perished. Please expect an invoice from our office including the cost of their gravesite fees as stipulated in our contract. Additionally, we must ask you to cover the cost of all equipment damaged, corroded, dissolved, eaten, or digested, partially or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Please allow me to offer you the opportunity to purchase a second hunting expedition at a 10% discount. I look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely, Hunters and Trackers, Ltd., partner with the Wildlife Eradication Society. WEES, a wholly owned subsidiary of Universe Defense Logistics, the UDL. Teaching the fauna of Halcyon the cruel realities of existence. Wonderful. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to update you because I've been getting into doors, and there's been some lore and some backstory, so that's what I'll be going through. So, and then we'll hit the town. Okay, some more lore here. A resident here, he had a plasma rifle on the bed. He has a combat drone in here. And after sneaking parts of the industrial sector for a couple days, I've had enough to build my own flying death machine. However, closer inspection, not sure all the components will fit together properly. It's not like the board would build their mechanicals with custom tool parts, right? A few hours experimenting, things are starting to come together. Don't have an exact science. Memory processor core can't seem to do it. Whacked it with a wrench a couple times, seems to stop the buzzing. There's a sharp clicking. I'll try to remove the processing core and give it a good few whacks. That'll learn it. Well, what happened is and there's the wrench. So I think that's pretty cool. Just he had a wrench and he whacked it, and the thing kind of went nuts on him. Okay, now I went past these primals right here. There's a bunch of primals. And when I defeated them, there was a cave on the right, and now there's this area right here. So I don't know what this area is, but we're going to check it out together. I also have a bolter pistol that has it's 26 times 3 with the damage, but it has a whisper quiet muzzle, so the firing noise is a lot different. I also, for some reason, Pavardi's issues with attacking are now gone, because you can see here, look at what I'm going to do here. Well, no, now it's not going to work. But I think maybe she has to get up close. So we have a North Gulch discovered. There we go.
Everyone all right?
Right there. So she has to be close. And, yeah, that's basically it. She just... Oh, I love this gun, by the way. She has to be close. Yeah, but it does work. It does work. So I was doing it wrong. Got the howler. And I just like that shot. Look at this, like 3 times. The only problem is when I kill him, it's very hard to see if there's an ash pile there. And what did I get out of it? I got out of it a tactical shotgun. That is beautiful. All right, so near the geothermal power plant, a bit away from the botanical, and near the community center, and we found ethology log: hunting behavior of feral canids. My name is Kane Van Acker. I'm a spacious choice ethologist specializing in the fauna of Terra 2. Currently, I'm studying the hunting behavior of feral canids. I managed to find a nice hiding spot besides a rather large pack of canids. It's the largest pack of feral canids I've ever seen in the Vale. In a sufficiently large pack, canids will hunt just about anything. This pack could probably take down a small group of primals given the chance. Smaller packs tend to give a wide berth to the primals roaming this region. Sprats and Terror rays, however, are fair game for even a lone canid. It may have not encountered primals, but this pack of canids made quick work of a marauder camp they found. Afraid I may have to move on before I can study this pack closely. I'll have to leave my things for one of my assistants to pick up later. So, yep, nobody's dead here. But you could see where the where they destroyed all these marauders. Oh, and then I found some marauders that respawned, and here we go. Flaw tutorial. During your ventures, things may happen to your character. Trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. The choice is yours. Physical damage weakness. Taking too much physical damage made you soft and vulnerable to more physical damage effects. Oh. Ooh. That one I'm gonna have to reject. Alright, so back in Edgewater. See, alright, so we have to find out what Thompson's real endgame here. Is he just a middle manager that is trying to keep things together? It seems like he has the best interest of everybody at heart, but he's just so pandemic and unmoving in his ideology, or his training, as it were. It might be his training. But we also have a couple other things. We gave Esther that medicine, and she says she's going to go to the sick house, so I want to check out exactly what the sick house is going to do. So let's go to the cantina and the sick house first. Esther, have anything else to say?
I appreciate what you've done, but we shouldn't be seen together.
Alright. Alright, so there's the sick house.
I don't want any trouble.
Ah, there it is. Okay. Esther said she was going to distribute some medicine to those who needed it.
Esther's got medication? How? Did the boss get a new shipment? I'm sorry, it's just I thought we couldn't spare the medicine.
You have to stop asking
I'm sorry.
questions.
I can't accept help from Esther. If I deserved treatment, I wouldn't be here.
You're wrong. take the medicine.
Why?
Uh-huh. Because I said so. Stop moping and take the damn medicine.
All right, you made your point. If Esther offers to treat me, I won't turn her down.
Good. Good job.
Heading back. Sure, on my way.
Oh, we're in town, so hold on. No, I got my silver tongue there. Okay. But this is my lock pick. We'll just take that off for now. Oh, I do have a whole bunch of baseball cards. I think this is some of the guys of Obsidian. So, yeah, so that's pretty cool. A collectible toss bar card. A tile goalie. Du Bois frequently uses hacking to stop body goals. We have Rosser, highest block stat of any CMP player, past or present. A Brandon Rosser, right there. Guthrie, H.R. Guther. Guthrie is the fastest winger on the Tigers, often covering 3-day zones at once. B.R. Guthrie, okay. Thomas B. Henry, latest Thunder tender. Henry has proven himself master of the Thursday zone. Well, I wonder if we're ever going to find out. Aldo Vicente. I wonder if we're ever going to find out. 32nd back to 8th back was the third fastest league history. If they're going to break down the freaking... Oops. If they're going to break down the...
Got my sights on you.
Yeah. They're going to break down the rules of that game.
We don't get a lot of visitors.
Somebody's been rambling about some colony ship. Wonder what that's about.
Ooh.
Sorry, I got a lot to do.
Yeah, drink.
I don't have time for this.
All right. Oh,
Never seen you
who's
here
this guy?
before. You a visitor? Welcome.
Winslow.
On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to where am I again?
Huh. What the... Alright, so some of this plague is like a vitamin deficiency, like scurvy. Like scurvy, but they also are having memory problems, so that's mercury poison usually. I'm wondering if they're putting like some weird stuff in the... Alright. Edgewater, you're at... Yeah, not drunk. He doesn't sound drunk. I'll just say, I've been asking myself that same question.
Oh, I ask myself questions all the time. For example, why do we spend money on these fancy latrines when we have a perfectly good wall outside?
I think you've had a little too much to drink.
Oh, it's fine. I'm only on my 3rd bottle. I don't start heaving up my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much zero-G brew as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury. You jealous yet?
You were injured?
Yep. Got my mid stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on zero-G brew. After the 2nd bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional.
Wow, you sound like you need a surgeon.
Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair.
Alrighty.
Drunk at half the price. Spacer's Choice.
Yeah, Spacer's Choice. It's the only choice. Just
Go
felt like
ahead.
Chatting.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Tell me your story. I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just curious.
You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that.
Oh, ask
But I
after
don't
you.
have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself.
Okay, yeah, so the other guy, Maurice, or what? I want to say Maurice, but the guy at the traders said that you might be replaced by an automechanical, so maybe we could get her. This Edgewater really, it's really hard to side with them. So you had a dream of being a scientist. What happened?
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing 0G?
Is it just me, or did her eyes dart towards the ground when she said that? Am I right? Am I right to be some sort of savior and try to save these people from everything that's bothering them, their ails? I don't know. I'm not going to be the hero. That's not how this works. And this is exactly what I was thinking. Asking science questions the foundation of science.
Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful.
Sounds like Spacer's Choice took care of you.
They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong.
So you've been scrubbing dishes all your life.
What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses don't fill themselves either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out. Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So, what's your story?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you.
That right? Prove it.
Crazy scientist stranded me on this planet with no way out other than a broken down ship.
Sounds as if you've been keeping questionable company. Or spinning a tale? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon. Coming right up.
Oh, we do have the last
Sometimes I
bounty.
wonder what I'm doing with myself.
We should keep our voices down.
Oh, look. I like how the posters went away. All right, cool. Last one,
Mail's
Reyes.
a little safer, thanks to you.
Of course it is.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me?
Here's Maybell.
Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Well, that's all 3. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
What's this? Junior Deputy Constable?
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
How did so many of your people end up marauders?
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
That's all hat and no cattle. That doesn't really answer my
Marauders are
question.
folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
Yeah, I heard one of them workers shot himself. Eugene, I think.
Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime.
Oh, right.
What's on your mind? As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
His name, Phineas Wales, mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
That's why I'm asking. Looks like there's a bounty on his head.
You're correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas V. Wells.
Okay, never mind. All right. Open bounties. Close bounties. All right, that's about it. Did a good job. Oh, yeah, damn it. I said I was gonna do that. Okay, so we got that. Oh, that's right. My tech skills, but toughened. Nah, we'll keep that. They've got the silver tongue. Lockpick. One-handed melee. Okay. And then Pavarti. She'll do... Put back on her usual... Alright. Now, there you go. Now you look like a...
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
That cannot be healthy.
No problem. I'll head over. I hate you, vending machine.
I hate you, vending machine.
Look, you'll catch your death of cold. Put some clothes on.
That's funny.
It's hard to talk to you when I can see all your stuff, Captain.
I did not know that. Sorry. Alright, I am so sorry. Alright, so we'll do our tech here. Alright.
Where are we headed?
That's funny. Well, I was trying to work on my gear and stuff, but... Alright, so... Alright, so I have my Ordnance Control armor here. It's got 18. It's a level 11. That one has the silver tongue and the scanner. Let me see. Got my helmet, which is 24, level 10. This is Parvate. So it's sort of like poverty, but this is why, you know, I call her, I hope people understand what I'm doing with her, calling her a bunch of cheese names. But it's usually because I cannot really, you know, one, I'm a gruff kind of a scoundrel. So I don't want to get close to her, so it's sort of distancing myself if I just tease her about her name. And second is because I cannot say Pavate. Like, I break it up too much. Okay, so we got the lockpick. Retrofitted. That one I put tech skills on there. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I put that tech kit on there, and I'm kind of ticked. I'm kind of ticked. All right. Reed, we have to talk.
My offer remains standing should you reconsider.
I wanted to talk to you about something.
Go ahead.
We need to have a word about this plague.
Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things always gets my bile up.
Yeah, that's the problem. How long has this plague been happening?
That I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society, waiting to infect the idle and the lethargic. But in the last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent.
You should have developed immunity after repeated exposure to a single strain of contagion. What about the barber Conrad there?
Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination. I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude. And it is one we will see through to the end.
Oh, Reed, this is nonsense. It's Boulder Dash. You withhold medicine from your own workers.
If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose.
You let Adelaide's son die.
Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing favorites. Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us. Adelaide left us when we needed her most. Go ahead.
I got it. Let's see. You seem pretty fixed on bringing her back to town.
Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible.
Oh, what? What is a cysty pig tumor? Oh, man. Don't you people eat anything other than Saltuna?
Word up to me, friend. I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by. What with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world.
Oh. Oh, so it's not here. I thought it was here. What
You mean you don't
that?
know? Why, Monarch, of course. Spacer's Choice ran a mighty fishing enterprise on that world. As it so turns out, Saltuna do not take as readily to the waters of Terra 2. Scrawnier than their Monarch cousins. Forces us to pack our cans with additives, you see.
Yes, I'm seeing. What exactly are you canning here?
Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic. Mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of Saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prissiest of palate. Go ahead.
All right, we gotta talk about this. Have you looked around your town?
It is my job to keep two eyes on my town. I am the steward of this place, and this is my watch post.
How long have you worked here?
I'm trying to remember, 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by. You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window and seeing the veils spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. We were booming. Times change, people change, but the veil will always be here. Spacer's Choice will always be here. Our work won't ever end. I take comfort in that.
Yeah, that's a bad comfort to take. You're loyal to Spacer's Choice.
This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. The company keeps us warm, keeps us fed, keeps us working. Loyalty's got nothing to do with it, friend. This is good old-fashioned gratitude.
Oh, you aren't a bad guy, but this is all cattywampus. You're so you are so grateful for your opportunity that you'll do anything. You'll keep on putting a castle on top of a swamp, you know. And then when that falls down, you put another castle on that one. But the third one, lad, it stayed. Oh, boy. You know, you have to realize that your town has fallen to pieces.
I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
Doesn't make it any less true.
I expect you wouldn't understand. You don't see the town as I do. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family. We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all doing what we were brought into this world to do. Go ahead.
Uh-huh. What makes you think I could convince these deserters to come back?
That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her folk loathe the people of Edgewater, you see. I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I just hope Adelaide and her folk will see their way past my flaws and return to town.
Let's keep them diplomatic. Don't blame yourself.
I must. The burden of leadership is responsibility. If my workers walked out on Edgewater, then I have failed them. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even more to plague. But it is why we must square our shoulders and carry on.
You and Adelaide have a personal history.
Losing Adelaide was the hardest. She was our only flavor specialist. When she walked away, I knew we were in trouble. Spacer's Choice Saltuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavors and additives. We used to sell citrus-flavored Saltuna in our heyday. Ever since Adelaide left, we have been reduced to selling unflavored and spearmint.
Oh, spearmint. I am not feeling well, and that thing just kind of gave me a gag reflex.
Go ahead.
All right. All right, wait a minute. Okay.
My offer remains standing should you reconsider.
Give us some thought, Reed, and I'll help you.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means to me. The plant's not been maintained for years. You'll need my passcode to get inside. Head into the plant, find the main door, and enter my passcode at the adjoining terminal. Remember that you are representing your town and your company, Miss Holcomb. Acquit yourself with grace.
All right.
If you could see your way to getting us our power back, I'd appreciate it. Go ahead.
Spearmint and everything. Well... no music going down.
Something you need?
Yeah. Don't know. I mean, even when you got there, you got Phyllis, who was Eugene's next of kin simply because she is closest to him, as in Spacer's Choice, close to him.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
I'm not holding out hope.
Oh, here's a Fallout New Vegas here. Aha. Minister Clark, chairman. Dissenters in our midst. That's sort of a New Vegas-y vibe, huh?
Another day at the cannery.
All right, this is our... I hope this is our plasma long shot now. Let's see how it works out. I really want to test it on something. Ah, speaking of...
To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Well, not the worst. Now, what should we do? I'm gonna put someone ranged. I want to get that dialogue up. Engineering. Tinkering cost 50. Yeah, I want to get... And then 20. All right, special attacks for the companions. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply that. C and V. Okay, okay. What do you think, Mars Capone? What is up here? It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
You and the wits. I know, I said I wasn't going to steal from him, but I need this. Arbitrary morals, huh? Alright, so let's remove this from junk. And let's see who this guy is. Marina Bekishko. Oh, this is a woman. There you go, Marina Beshikov. Prevent the most foot and hand goals of any Darlings goalie. Chicken, that's a rooster. Oh. Wait a minute. Can I steal posters? Can I steal? Wow, I want to... Wow. I did not know. Oh, she's got another one. Zoe's journal, page 22. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny in your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the marauder threat, bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires, probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. Bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food. Spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple weeks if I ration. Got some adrenatime too. Everybody loves adrenatime, even marauders, right? I got odds those marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of adrenatime before their eyes. It's going to be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story's just begun. Could have a whole gang of marauders at my back and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. And this is the same one, right? Where is she?
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Sure he does. Alright, so now... Ooh, I got a highlight. Everything's popping out to me now. I do like this gyro. Wait.
Heading back.
Where are you? Ah! Gee! Don't do that to me, Stilton. Is that a cheese? I think it is. Now, I gotta make sure I look at posters and such, because I might be able to grab those. Now, what did I miss here without the gyroscope? What? What? Hey, 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 hey. I have a bad feeling here.
Where are we headed?
She dug up Eugene. She dug up... The fertilizer's people. The fertilizer's people! Oh my... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.